Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. This week's video is a March favorites video. I'm very excited to talk about my favorites this month because I feel like I have quite a few things that I really love and I'm excited to share with you guys. First, I'm going to turn on my little candles though. I have my favorites here listed in my notes app, and I've broken them down into different categories, including clothes, accessories, beauty/skincare, hobbies/activities, media, music. Well, media is in social media, music, and then books and movies. It sounds like a lot, but I'll try to make this short and sweet. I'm going to try not to elaborate too much, otherwise this video will be like an hour long. But before we get started with today's video, I'd like to thank my paid partner, BetterHelp. March, to me, has always been a month that feels very much like a fresh start, which includes just spending more time alone for me personally. So I have quite a few favorites this month to share with you guys, from products to media I've been consuming, just because I have been spending so much time by myself lately. I've been really trying to be more conscious of what exactly I consume, especially on social media, but also including other things in my life. And I've noticed recently that I've been comparing my content a lot to so many other people's and wondering if my content is interesting enough, which I do think is something that is inevitable and just comes with putting yourself out there on the internet. But because of that, I've been spending a little bit less time just mindlessly consuming media online and just shifting my focus back to what actually makes me happy. So the things I love, what inspires me. I've also been really loving conversation and talking to those who are close to me, grabbing coffees with friends. It's really something I don't do as often, but I've been doing quite a bit this month, which makes me really happy. And of course, going to therapy. Ending the cycle of comparison is definitely not easy, which is why I want to mention my paid partner, BetterHelp. If you find that these issues are present in your life and you want to talk to somebody about it, therapy can help. BetterHelp connects you with a credentialed therapist who can support you from the comfort of your own home. And getting started is simple. Just fill out a quick survey online and they'll match you with a therapist that fits your needs. So if you've been thinking about talking to someone and this sounds like something you'd be interested in, click the link in the description below or go to betterhelp.com/bemyangel to get 10% off your first month. Alright, so let's get into my favorites, and I think the first thing I'll get started with are clothes. First being my Calvin Klein baggy jeans that I thrifted in December, I want to say. I thrifted it while I was back home visiting my family. These jeans have been my absolute favorite item in my closet. I've been wearing them so much and I feel like I need to find a pair similar to these because I can't just be wearing these all the time. But they're these Calvin Klein jeans with really cool back pockets. I feel like that's one of the things I really love about this pair of jeans. The back pockets are just really cool. The fit is nice. I do wish it was a bit tighter around the waist because they are very baggy. I'm also really into this wash. It's like a dark wash, but it has kind of like warm undertones. I'm not sure if there's a specific name for this kind of wash, but you can see on the inside of the pant, it's kind of like a warm beigey mix with a dark blue. So I just really like it. It's very interesting and different, and I feel like the tone or the hue of these jeans really works with a lot of pieces I have in my closet currently. Unfortunately, I can't find the style of these jeans. Unfortunately, it just says Calvin Klein jeans, size 26/2. Okay, this is the style number. Style number WB97A95. They're very nice. I really love these jeans and I've been wearing them multiple times a week. So I literally wore them today. I switched into my sweatpants though, but I just took them off. I wear them all the time. I love them. The other thing I've been loving in my closet isn't necessarily a specific item, but more of like a pattern. Polka dots. Yes, I feel like I talk about polka dots all the time, but they've really become a pattern I just really, really love. And although it's very, very much a trend right now, I think polka dots are very much, to me, something that will always be trending in my life. But of course, I have a polka dot scarf I love, but I recently ordered polka dot tights off of Depop. So I'm very excited for those to get in the mail, and I'm excited to style them, especially since spring is coming up and I'll be able to actually wear a skirt with tights and not freeze. And I really, really want to thrift more polka dot pieces because the only thing I really have is this polka dot skirt I wear all the time, and I have a polka dot scarf that I also wear a lot. But other than that, I don't have much else because I haven't found anything I truly love that much at the thrift store. I do see things online, but since it's such a trend right now, things are kind of pricey, so I'd rather just find stuff at the thrift store or just wait until I come across something that's maybe a bit more worth it. The tights I got off of Depop, I think were a total of $16 with shipping and taxes and everything included. So I felt like it was worth it. The next thing I've been really obsessed with are kind of peasant style. I don't know if peasant is the right word, but like those kind of white peasant style blouses, that kind of vibe. I wore a shirt in my last video, Outfit Formulas video, and someone commented that the top was very much like Orion Carlotto, and it's so true. It's very much something that she would wear, and I've been really, really loving that style of top. I only have that top, and I would say maybe the dress that I also wore in that same video is also kind of the same vibe, but I want to thrift more things like that because I think it's a really cute style of garment for spring and summer specifically. It's very light, airy, girly, and as I mentioned in my styling video, I really, really love pairing masculine pieces with feminine pieces. So I think having more pieces of that style in my wardrobe will allow me to do that more easily. But that's more of a general thing I've been loving. But yeah, those kind of peasant style, very kind of like girly, coquette, it's very core, cottage core maybe. I don't really know. That kind of vibe I've been really, really loving. Now I'm going to move on to the next category, which is accessories. So I'll get started with the first thing. Under accessories, this is something that I actually don't own or have at all, but it's something I've been seeing on Pinterest and I'm obsessed with it. It's basically button accessories, or adding buttons as sort of embellishments on pieces of clothing. Or I've been seeing this a lot on Pinterest and I've been absolutely loving it. I really want to buy just like a huge bag of like secondhand buttons and just make a bunch of cute accessories with it. They're so versatile. I've seen bangles, I've seen necklaces, I've seen little embellishment on tank tops, I've seen them on bags, bag handles, hair clips, like earrings. Like it's just so versatile, and I think it's something that's so easy to DIY and make it very much your own. I also think it'd be cool to make like a belt, like a button belt. Don't know how I would do that. Maybe buying like a fabric belt and just sewing a bunch of buttons on it. I think that would be really, really cool. And then statement necklaces. I've been a big collector of statement necklaces. I have quite a few that I've thrifted over the past year or two, but I don't really wear them that often. And lately I've been trying to introduce them more into my everyday life, so wearing more jewelry on a day-to-day basis. I also mentioned this in my last video, that I've been trying to really experiment with accessorizing through jewelry a bit more. But statement necklaces are something that I've really been playing around with a little bit more. Right now I'm wearing this really chunky beaded burgundy necklace that I thrifted. These are very popular right now. I saw Daughter of a Hoarder talk about it in her spring haul. And I've just seen a bunch of these on Pinterest and Instagram, and I feel like they're very minimal in a way, which I love, because I would definitely say I'm more of a minimal dresser than a maximalist. I just like to keep things a bit more simple, but I do like to feel like I've tried or that I'm having a little bit of fun with the way I style myself, and I feel like these necklaces have been a great way to do that. Next up, I have bangles. Okay, bangles are nothing new. I feel like I've also mentioned this before in a video, but I love bangles and I've been collecting them for quite a while. These are some of the ones that I have currently. I just hang them up in this little rack that I feel like is meant to hold belts. These, of course, are all thrifted, and I'm excited to get some more because I feel like there's something that I'll be wearing a lot in the summer specifically. One thing about Montreal is that it gets super hot and humid in the summer, so I do find that I dress very simplistically. So I feel like accessories like these are a great way to really bring life to an outfit that would otherwise be quite boring and simple. Next up, I have beauty and skincare products. So the first thing I have on this list is the Youth to the People Superfood Cleanser. I really love this cleanser. I've been using it for, I want to say, 4 months or so, 5 months maybe, and it's just so nice. It's really expensive though, I'm not gonna lie. I got it when I was like in the mood to treat myself, and that was back when I actually had a job, so like I was able to do that for myself. I don't know if I'd repurchase it at this moment because again it's just quite pricey, but I do really love that face wash. I think it just leaves my skin feeling so clean without it feeling super dry, and that's something I struggle with a lot. My face gets really dry, especially in the winter time. After I wash it, it feels like I need to put moisturizer on right away, otherwise like my face actually like it hurts. Next up, I have the Jisoo hair perfume and also the Jisoo hair oil. I mentioned them in my what I got for Christmas video, but I've been really liking those two products. My mom got me them for Christmas, and I mainly only wanted the hair oil because I had tried it before and I really like that hair oil. But the hair perfume seemed almost so unnecessary to me, but my mom just bought me like a pack that came with like a bunch of things in it. Then after I tried it, I'm like, this is so nice. I feel like it's more so the psychological effect that the perfume has on me. I just really love the idea of adding perfume to my hair from a product that is specifically to make my hair smell nice. I will say though, I find that it doesn't last very long. I don't know if maybe I'm just not using enough. I'm not really sure. I do bike also and walk around the city a lot, so it might just be the wind or something, but yeah, I find it doesn't last this long, but I do still really love it. Next up, I have the Mario Badescu lip mask with acai and vanilla. I have been using this for, I want to say, over a year. This is, I think, my third container. I love it so much. I've used the Laneige one too. The only thing is, I'm pretty sure Laneige tests on animals, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe they don't anymore. So I wanted to find like a dupe. This I just like found randomly just at my local pharmacy, and I wanted to try it out because I was looking specifically for a lip mask, just something a bit more hydrating, a bit thicker. And I tried this out, and it's very similar to the Laneige one. I think this is about $20. There is a lot of product in here though. I do think it's more affordable than the Laneige one. This lasts me for about 5 months, maybe 6. So to be honest, like, I think it's a great product, and I use it every night before I go to sleep. Sometimes I'll use it over a lip combo if I feel like my lips are really chapped and I just need something a bit more hydrating. And last, when it comes to beauty slash skincare, is the Toka perfume in the scent Giulietta. I think that's how you'd say it. I recently rediscovered this perfume because I was using the Nest Vanilla Bourbon perfume, but I recently rediscovered this one because I had a little bit left, and I feel like it's the perfect scent for the springtime. It smells very fresh, slightly fruity and florally, but not overly feminine. And it's very light, very fresh, very spring. I'm literally out. I don't really have anything left in this bottle, but I am going to repurchase it for the springtime because I feel like this is just a perfect springtime perfume. Actually, I lied. There's one more thing in skincare slash beauty. My Deep Teak Santal candle. My sister gifted me this for Christmas and I've been obsessed with it. It smells so good. I knew I was gonna like it because I really love sandalwood. I also burn sandalwood incense all the time, but it's lasted me so long. I burn it very often and I started burning it mid-January and now it's almost April, so I mean it's lasted quite a while. I guess that's me kind of trying to justify the price because it is a very expensive candle. I think it's about $100 Canadian and like $70 or so US. It's very expensive. I feel like it does make a nice gift if you have some money to spend and you want to buy something really nice for somebody. I think this is a great gift. I don't know if I'm going to be buying it again for myself anytime soon. I will admit it's probably one of my favorite candles I've ever tried. Now I'm going to move on to hobbies and activities. Lately, I've really been loving to knit. I've kind of stopped a little bit, but I started up again knitting my own scarf. This is the scarf I've been knitting. It's very simple, beige scarf, but I've just been really loving the process of making this. I'm excited to finish it. Hopefully I'll still be able to wear it out by the time I finish it because it is starting to get warmer outside, but I think I'll be able to wear it a few times before the summer hits. The next thing I've been really loving to do is biking. I love biking. I have my own bike. That's what I do to get around the city when the weather is a bit nicer. It's been a little chilly, but it hasn't snowed all that much. It snowed today, but it's not the kind of snow that stuck around, like it's already melted. But I've been really loving biking. I think it's the best way to get around Montreal. There's so many bike lanes. It's so quick to get from point A to point B. It's so, again, therapeutic. I feel like a lot of things I've been loving lately have been very therapeutic, which is nice because, again, to me, the springtime, it does feel like a rebirth in some sense. And it is a rebirth, you know? Things are coming alive again, and I guess in a way, I'm making myself come alive again by doing the things that I really enjoy and bring me a sense of peace and joy and tranquility. And the last thing I've been loving, journaling. I love journaling. I kind of stopped doing it for like a whole year maybe. I was doing it very sporadically, like once in a couple months type of situation, but lately I've been doing it, I want to say 4 times a week, if not almost every single day. And I've been absolutely loving just writing down my thoughts and not really caring about writing anything important. When I was very much sporadically writing, I was trying to write almost to a point of perfection, or writing as if I was planning to read what I wrote to somebody else, which is never the point for me. I don't want people reading my journal. So recently I've just been writing whatever, even if I don't have much to write or there's nothing new that I feel like I gotta write about, I'll write nonetheless, just to spend time with myself and my own thoughts. Okay, and now I wanted to get into social media. Again, I've been really trying. It's really hard, but I've been really trying not to spend so much time on social media and to not mindlessly consume media online. It's kind of hard now that I've been putting myself out there a bit more on the internet, and so this has kind of become a part of my daily life, my everyday routine. So easy for me to just pull out an app because I gotta post something or whatever, and then kind of get sucked into it. I have been kind of more consciously consuming media, and these are some creators I've been really loving. The first being long-winded with Gabby Wendy, but she is just so effortlessly funny in such an authentic way, which is so intriguing to me, and I am just absolutely obsessed with her. Next, Inaya. Inaya has been someone I've watched for a very long time. Her work is just so beautiful. It's so beautiful, calming, and also provocative. It really does make me think. I always find that I learn something or my mentality shifts slightly when I consume her content. Next up, Ray / Ugly Girls World here on YouTube, and she's also on TikTok and Instagram, but I really love her style and her tattoos. I feel like that's the reason why I originally started following her. But I recently started watching her vlogs here on YouTube, which are super laid back and just very authentic. And it just feels like I'm hanging out with a friend, which I really have been enjoying. I never miss one of her videos. I love them so much. I just have my music, books, and movies and TV. So for music, I have 4 favorite songs of the month. The first being God Turned Me Into a Flower by Wise Blood. Next up, I have Only You Know by Cornelia Murr. Next up, Place to Be by Nick Drake. And then the last song I have here is Lose Me on the Way by Hope Sandoval and the Warm Invitations. Books, I have 2 books here. First one is The Secret History, which I'm currently reading and almost done, which is in my purse and I'm too lazy to grab it. I've been really enjoying that book. I really love her writing style. It's really beautifully written and it feels very elegant, yet digestible and accessible. Next up is Devotions by Mary Oliver. This book I still haven't finished. It's a collection of poems. And I picked it back up again and oh my god, I love this woman so much. I think Mary Oliver has to be one of my favorite writers, if not my favorite writer of all time. The way that she describes the human experience in relation to the natural world is so beautiful and so humbling and also just so relatable that I feel like you can't not like her writing. I'll share the 2 of my favorite poems with you guys. One of my favorite is The Little Beast on page 10. And also When I Am Among the Trees on page 123. Okay, last but not least, I have some movies to share with you guys. Recently I watched I'm Still Here, which I gave, I think, a 4 out of 5. It was really good. I really recommend it. I also watched Mommy, which is a Quebecois film. It was really good. The soundtrack was so good. The acting was really good. Just very sad and heartbreaking, but I absolutely recommend it. Then I watched Nickel Boys, which was also really heartbreaking, but I thought the film was just so interestingly made. I thought the plot was very well executed. I haven't read the book, so I'm not sure how it compares, but I really love that film. And then TV shows I've been loving. I've been really liking Parks and Recreation. It's kind of silly, but I love that show. It's so funny. It's very much like The Office, if you like that. But I feel like since I studied urban planning and they work for this, like a city government in Parks and Recreation, it's something that I can kind of relate to, and just it's a really funny show and really entertaining. That concludes everything I've been loving this past month. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you've been loving lately. I would love to know. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on my other social media platforms if you'd like. And I will see you next week. Okay, bye.